Hey guys, this is part two of that four-stone game I played, and we're looking at stuff, and we did a part one because I get interrupted, and this is part two. We were just talking about the upper left. White can live there, but there's nothing urgent, and this bottom right is very powerful, and it's like he's got to be so careful of what I do in area one and area two, and attacking a stone in the corner. So it's a very powerful move. Okay. So from here, he comes out pretty strange. Surround. Are we concerned about getting cut? Oops, wrong button. Just a second. Are we concerned about getting cut? My, so speaking from experience, not from particularly wisdom, just experience. No, it's not a problem because he's got a week A, he's got a week two, he's got a week three. My four stones can move to the corner, run to the center, and there's just nothing but options for white, and blacks, it's not the case. So I've never had trouble with this. I might find out tomorrow that's a terrible idea of mine, but it doesn't seem so. He goes for a living sort of thing. I don't want to let him out. So I stop him from getting out as I hit that violet point that I can cut him. Comes in. Yep. Comes down. Oh, keep it up. Powerful cut there. Now, do I fix? Is it time to fix? So here's how I look at these things when I'm in the middle of a game. If he cuts me and starts after my bottom stones, it's not a problem. My bottom stones are not a particular issue right now. Okay. Well, what if he goes the other way? Well, I'm going to want to fix. We're seeing some problems for these stones on the right. That's, to me, that's where the problem is. So my A stones are weaker than my B stones. We might even say my B, C stones aren't even weak, but A is. Great. So we're going to defend. How? Let's defend this way. I mean, he can't cut and kill anything if he's dead. So this is a very nice way of doing it. This messes with his eye. It also gives me an eye. And I still don't fix. Things are a bit less clear now. I might be able to kill this corner, but that's not even a question. I'm ready to say that my A group, still not a problem, and B's connected to A or C, right? It is connected to something. So really, we're back to my C group. That's the one I want to defend. So if I defend this way, job well done. But it's passive. Black can just go live. What did I accomplish? So there's another way of helping my C group, and that is this way. A hurts B big time. That really disturbs B's plans of attacking my C group. Now, we've touched on this countless times. Hopefully you can see how this helps the C group. Okay. So I pinch. He comes out, then I save. When he comes out, all of a sudden there's a need that we know. Oh, this cut's going to be nasty. Then fixing it now is way more efficient than fixing it before it's actually necessary. Okay, moving forward. Place here, nothing. Place here. When you're playing, especially handicap, but all Go, you got to get a sense of what's being done here. Okay, did black just say, hey, wrong button, just a second, let me get my triangles out. Did black just say, hey, I'm messing with your big gap at the triangles? No, he didn't approach that. He's nowhere near it. He's on the other side of that. That's not a concern. Then what's he saying? Well, one, I'm going to get out into the center and cente. Okay. He's also saying, I'm going to get a base in cente. So I said, no base for you. I'll take a bigger area on the right, making sure you don't get an eye here, and lets me connect under later. This is a pretty useful move, seems to me. Now, that's very different from it being the right move. I won't know the right move. I've been playing Go over 50 years. I don't know now. I've never known. I'm not going to know. Neither will you. But rather, it's our responsibility to try to see things clearly and address issues. Next year, I might go, what was I thinking? You know, this really is a lot better because of such and such. Great. May well be. It's looks good. I mean, I'm almost ready to say this is just better because it's so much stronger. And I don't care if black plays a whole move for one eye. Lots can be said. But at the time, I decided I like this. Connect under, hurt his eyes. Seems reasonable to me. Okay. He comes over here. Capture. Is that a co-thread? I don't see it. He's saying he's going to live here, but that was never mine anyway. So now I have to decide, do I keep going and mess with this corner, which means I'm continuing the ko, or do I just finish the ko? Well, I decided up to here in the ko, I'm risking very little. I don't have any weak groups here. He's risking the corner, so I don't mind the ko. But now I'm thinking, what am I risking with the new ko? So I make good my co-threat. He captures. I make good my threat. So I risked something. What was it? Oh, not only is he alive, he's very powerful. My A group's in trouble. My B group's in trouble. Oh, this is horrible. So we're risking too much. Just safe. So that's hopefully that most people get really confused with Ko. I learned Go in 1971, and I had no concept of what Ko was until 1972. I was like, what in the heck? I could not wrap my mind around it at all. Only that it existed, and I knew I had to wait a turn. Other than that, it's just beyond me. Okay, so I fix. And we, of course, notice his A group weak. His B group, weak. His C group, I might assume it's alive, but it's so small, he's so surrounded, it could get tricky for him. This is another reason I don't like getting surrounded. I have to worry about my C group. I hate worrying about groups. I want it to be obvious and clear. This is not obvious nor clear. So if I'm black, I've got 3 weak groups. And when it comes down to it, I might kill his D group later. I think I kill A, C, and D. Yeah, something like that. So black has weak groups, and he has to worry, and he has to make correct moves then to live. And so anyway, here we go. He comes out. I feel sure that A will not be connecting to B. It might touch B, but it's not going to connect. So he still has two weak groups. Okay, come on over. Just push and cut. Yep. Oh, cute little over under. When he plays this move, this starts becoming meaningful. He's separating my two groups, and they're not alive yet. So when he comes out, I'm like, okay, I'll connect up. It threatens to cut him anyway. Very powerful move, very living. Yeah, good time. Sure. Yep. Our A group. Trouble. Good time to connect under. Thank goodness I played that move earlier. This doesn't mean that A was the right move. This is something people don't get. It's not about playing the correct move. It's about using the move you played. So I used A. So A was a good, profitable move. If I was never able to use A, it becomes a meaningless move. So if you use your mistakes, not much of a mistake. I decided that this fight, where am I running to? Blackstones. What kind of blackstones? Kind of thick, super thick blackstones. This is a commitment on White's part. If I lose this, I'm just losing the game. So let's go somewhere else instead. I don't know, A or B. B gives him the corner. Let's take a look at it. If I come out at A, I felt uncomfortable with this move because I'm still not alive. That means I'd be coming out and then out. That's a big corner. He got Sente. I don't like this. So I decided instead, we'll take the corner and it's easy to live. Okay. I like this move, threaten to connect under to my other stones. And I don't think about, am I alive? If he plays first, am I alive? I mean, it crossed my mind, but even if it's not alive, it's the L group, it's just dead. Even if I play first, it's just dead. But even if it was alive, it's a struggling, weak group. We don't want struggling, weak groups. So I went ahead and do the living thing. And he didn't. Now that his corner's gone, this could be devastating to him. I might have to work it, but yeah. So he connects. All good. Looking forward to how can I use this move later. Looking for that. Now I start the fight. One could say black is more prepared now. Well, that's true. This is true. So we have to get an idea of the perspective here. Well, let's start with the perspective I didn't use. I didn't say to myself, hey, he's got 2 weak groups here. I'm going to come out and I'm going to battle. No, I'm not strong enough to make that statement. Okay, what other statement can we make? We can say, his area 1 is really getting big. I mean, it could turn into 30 points in the blink of an eye, I think. So I would like to stop him from getting area 1. Well, if I start with threatening him, I know I'm not going to kill anything. There's too many blackstones here. But with a couple threats, I can find some life and take it all away. So it is using the idea that black's weak, but it's not an attack. It's an attempt to live in the center. He plays, and now I go for the extra aggressive move. Why would you play extra aggressive? Well, now we know I'm not going to kill anything. That's not my intent. Let's see what happens. Tari. Hey, I give up the cutting stone. I cannot fight anything without that stone. I'm not here to fight. He takes, I go home. Right? So I never attacked anything. But because it was a threat, he comes back in defense, allows me to live. So the proverb is, the best defense is to attack. I defended my center group by applying pressure. That pressure allowed me to connect home. Okay, forward, boom, boom, yep, boom, yep, here. Check out this move. What am I saying? I'm saying, you have problems here. You're going to tell me what you want and what you don't want. I might end up just living in area 1, reducing area 1. I might end up killing the 2 stone. I might end up killing the whole 3 group. I don't know. All I know is you're weak here, and I have no direction. The proverb says, when you don't know where to play, what should I play here? I don't know. Play your sente. So it's a question. Place here. Oh, okay. I like this. Kind of. I'm hoping he's going to play here, cut me, and then probably Atari and defend. And now I've connected under, and he has problems. But he said no. Perhaps I should have said Atari. I went out instead. Same thing. Get out. So I'm ready to give things up. Again, I'm only looking for the most I can do here. He cuts. I'm expecting to just, like, how about if I Atari and then come over? Oh yeah, working great. Looking back, maybe that's what I should have done. I saved the stones. That's a dangerous way to go. That's a commitment. I'm not going to give you anything. There's a mistake on my part. Sorry. Head home. Now, notice, I might die here. So I'm taking a risk when I didn't need to. So it shows, mistake on my part. Cut. Now, don't get carried away. Take the vital point. Make sure he kills it. And then I'm alive there. His stone. I am a little troubled by this. I'm dying here. So I shouldn't say I'm a little troubled. I should say I'm dying here. So I started I wonder if I can save that in Sente. Why don't I threaten the corner and see if I can get an extra move here to defend in Sente? So again, the best defense of the A group is to attack B. I mean, they're going to live, yeah, but I'm going to force them to live. Sente, there it is, Sente, and did it work? Sorry, wrong button here. If black plays there, it still works for him. So this is me giving up the stones. I'll give you the A stones. I'll just take the whole B area. So I misplayed the A area. Now I can go live. I can go survive. But this whole do something small in Gote, I hate. So I'm doing something bigger, a little bit bigger. Come on out. Come on through. Easy to read. I almost fell for stuff here. I die quickly. If I try anything, this is what I was planning on doing. And I'm reading out the code, right? And then I realized, wait a minute, Atari. Oh, I just died. I better save that stone. I better live. Comes out. Now I'm thinking his A group still isn't alive. So as I cut, I'm attacking him and doing things in the center. Okay. This threatens to kill the top. Big capture. Really took a lot of points away there. He can't cut me. Walking into his big area. So those are big in-game moves. Just some in-game is all. This is a mistake. It's too small for me to play now. I felt real bad when I did it. I got away with it, though. Okay, so I'm capturing some center points. But now watch what happens. I take them. Good opportunity for me to fix this. Now I'm alive on the left. So I did find a way to save my stones at the right time in the right way. So he never punished my mistake. We're going to talk about that again. And there's nothing else from, oh, I killed this. We should see that. So this move, does it kill? I don't know. But this is one of the beauties of when your opponent doesn't play strong. I don't care if it lives or dies. It's all on him. I just play the vital point. Now he's got to come up with something. I don't have to read it out. He has to read it out. Now, it seems to me the correct play is here. I would need to play here. Okay, so it's still dead. Bent 4 in the corner, just dead. He went this way, and it's also dead. He comes over here. Now, I'm looking to try to kill. The problem is I've got this cut here that's a bother. So I'm looking to save the cut. Okay, saved cut. And now we wonder about his corner. There we go. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sorry, capture, dead. Now, if he forces me to take, he goes and does something else. Let's just do it this way. Eventually, it's going to get filled in. And then I say Atari, he captures, still dead. So it's just a dead shape. Okay. So let's go back to this. Let me show you something. We talked about this move in part 1. We have a really great next move to bother white. All the points are going to be gone. White won't have eyes. So if black doesn't follow up on this attack, then it wasn't an attack. I don't know how to say this. If black plays here, he has corner profit. Now, if black just plays away, okay, he didn't get the corner profit. So assuming he wants it, he has a perfectly wonderful corner. So it is its own profit. This move, what does he have? Nothing. He did not gain points. He didn't do anything. Didn't stop white from invading. I can just walk in. So the only way to make this move worth something is by attacking. And we saw in the game, he pressured. He never really attacked. And then as we go on, he ends up playing here. It's like, this is a really slow attack. And it went forward, and he ended up playing here. It's like so many moves, and I can still walk out. So he didn't make good on his threat, or he did it in an extremely slow way. So I got more profit out of it than he did. So if you say, I'm attacking you, then hit that sucker, get right in his stomach. You are hurt. However, play here, anywhere, hurt him. None of this, oh, I'll pressure you some more, because it's not appropriate. Okay, so hopefully this all made sense. You saw some white perspectives that I hope will be helpful. We saw by the end of the game, white had 2 groups die. How'd that happen? One, you got surrounded and not clear. I don't mind get surrounded if I already have 2 eyes and they're obvious. Sure, I don't care. Surround me. Doesn't mean anything to me. But if you're weak, I hate getting surrounded. So he got surrounded and he died. His whole A group's getting surrounded. Will it live? So this is what you want to do, is have strong groups, hopefully without getting surrounded. Okay, guys, catch y'all later. Bye.